I got some dead time in the project I'm working on today. Before I do the rest of my work, Caliber Hitters had a good article up about Billy Corgan, who's on InfoWars sometimes buying TNA wrestling. And I was like, need to get Smashing Pumpkins in there because I recognize Billy Corgan as like a major rock entity, kind of like, I want to say Nirvana. But Smashing Pumpkins is actually a little bit better than Nirvana. It's kind of hard to get the headline to fit in here because some of it still runs off. But the article Caliber Headers has up is InfoWars regular Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins purchasing TNA. And you go over to search Billy Corgan Total Paradigm Shift Infowars.com. Billy Corgan's strange infatuation with a conspiracy theorist. And then there's also Billy Corgan deal to buy TNA 80% done. And what's happening is TNA is the new kid on the block for the last couple of years, and the main name in wrestling, I would say, is the WWF or the WWE, and their value is somewhere between a little under than $1 billion a year, but their estimated worth is like $1 billion, and people are trying to figure out how much is TNA worth. My whole thing is once you start branding or something, you got a number between $2 million and $200 million, and without the logistics involved with running wrestling, there's probably a lot of logistics involved. I know that they're not on track with marketing wrestling as far as where wrestling used to be, as far as treating the wrestlers like a family. It's more, and the people who have been in it say the same thing. It's more of the people who are in it are a commodity, and then once they're done, they're kind of forgotten about. But the fans kind of come in as a family too, and they don't forget about wrestlers if they get sick or something happens. So a lot of the element is lost there without saying too much, because a lot of wrestling is quote unquote, um, the magic is part of the secret of wrestling entertainment. So people have been watching it for a while, kind of understand it, but um, the average person is just there to, is kind of drawn in as part of that to kind of watch it. And I think what Caliber Hitters is saying on the back end, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, and you could talk about it or think about it or post a comment, is that maybe the whole thing with the main people and the conspiracy, quote unquote, truth/patriot movement are kind of acting as commentators, kind of like Jesse Ventura with the WWF in the 80s, and then people are kind of sucked into that as quote unquote the magic of the New World Order. Now, we don't know who these people, mostly Ted Turner, are in the background. They have a lot of troll shielding as far as what's going on and how the script plays it. But the people who know about the quote unquote magic of marketing a product such as this, they're privy to patterns. So, Caliber Hitters and I, exclusively in the Truth Movement, know a lot of these patterns, and we see them when the conspiracies come up. But so do the people who are quote unquote the family of wrestling entertainment. And I say that because a lot of times they're just forgotten.